Hey girl campers, this is Teresa. I'm the Eastern Missouri guide. I am about to fix a tent pole. I have a tent section, or my pole has a section that is broken and I'm going to replace it. And there's my grandson. Oh, and he's going to help me. So we're about to start that process. I'll show you what it looks like broken. There is the broken piece. It cracked. And so I have to replace that whole section. I have a new section to put in that I got from Tent Pole Technology. They also sent me tent cord, shot cord, because I have to re-cord the whole thing in order to replace that section. So that's what I'm about to do. So the first thing I have to do is cut the old cord so that I can pull that out of there. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I've cut the cord and I am going to pull all of that out of these sections. You want to make sure you keep them, make sure you know how to put them back together. As I pulled the shot cord out, I just reattached each piece so that I kept them in order. And then this is the last piece I'm pulling out right here. There is a little knot in the end, so you got to cut that knot out. So I'm going to do that before I can pull out this last piece. The rest of it is all attached to each other so that I kept them in order. Although this one is pretty simple, so I think it would have been fine anyway. You might need tweezers to get that last piece out because there's a knot in there, so make sure you have some long tweezers to get in there, or some needle nose pliers or something. I happen to have tweezers in my first aid kit that I made when I was a Girl Scout leader a long time ago, so I'm going to try those. I've got all the shot cord out. See, this is the knot that it's at the end. The tweezers worked great. The first section was a little harder because it was full of dirt, but once I got the dirt out, it popped right out. So all of the shot cord is out. Now I'm gonna, and I replaced the section that was broken with the new section. So now I just have to put new shot cord in. All right, so now I'm gonna put the shot cord back in. This is the first section of my tent pole. So the cord just slides right in here. My mother and I have done this before, and the first time we thought we really had to figure out how to get the shot cord through there. We got all kinds of tools to do it, and then we realized how easy it was, and we felt kind of dumb. So you want to pull that through right there. Then you got to feed it through the next section and all through all of these sections until you get to the end, and then you're going to tie knots at the end. When you get done with all of the sections, you want to make sure you got the right tension on it before you cut the end and knot it, but otherwise good to go. It's real easy. And there you go. I have put new shot cord in my tent pole. I left the end. I'm not going to cut it yet in case I need a little more, let some of the tension out, but there's the knot that I tied at the end. So it's ready. It took me about 7 minutes to thread all of that through, and I have a brand new tent pole, and my tent is still perfectly good working order now. And there is my tent pole fixed, holding up my tent. Looking good. I got this new section from Tent Pole Technologies, the tent section and the cord.